The man skillfully patted the boss's secretary on the butt and was caught by the boss. Strangely, the boss did not call the police. Instead, he promised the man a promotion and a raise. The condition was that he had to stay late and work overtime that night. The man was full of confusion, but he agreed. He did not know that this decision would make him regret it for the rest of his life. At midnight, the man walked out of the office and saw the hallway. He was so scared that he hid behind the wall. After the killer dragged away the body, he slipped into the bathroom. The next second, he realized the security guard was already dead. At that moment, he heard soft footsteps outside. The man quickly closed the door and stepped on the toilet, crouching down. The killer pushed the door open, wiped the blood off his face, and spoke to the security guard. When the man saw the keychain on the guard's waist, he realized the killer could come in at any moment. He jumped off the toilet and crawled into the next stall, but he accidentally triggered a sensor. In a panic, he climbed back on the toilet and, as the killer stood up, he slammed the flush. Fortunately, the killer thought the guard's body had accidentally touched it and turned away. After a while, the man rushed out of the bathroom but ran into a colleague who was staying late. He told the colleague about the killer, and they prepared to escape together. They found that the elevator was locked, and the fire escape was also blocked. The man told his colleague to call for help while he went to warn the boss. When he reached the office, the boss was gone. Meanwhile, the colleague had just dialed the phone when they heard the killer's voice behind them. The killer put his hand on the colleague's shoulder, motioned for them to hang up, and pulled a gun on their head. When the man arrived, the office was eerily silent. He crouched at his desk and tried to call the police, but his phone had no battery. He plugged in the charger. When he turned around, he saw his colleague's body lying nearby. Before he could catch his breath, the killer suddenly entered the office. The man quickly hid in a supply room at the end and watched the killer's every move. The killer was talking on the phone while walking toward him. The man's legs trembled, and he prepared to strike as soon as the killer opened the door. Then, the phone rang. The killer turned toward the man's desk. The man seized the moment, ran out of the supply room, and sprinted down the hall. The killer saw the caller ID. It was the man's girlfriend. When he saw the man's name and photo, he immediately knew the target was nearby. The man had already escaped into another room. He lit a pile of paper, trying to trigger the smoke alarm. But after waiting, the alarm did not react. He looked at the opposite building and saw someone working late, so he jumped on the desk and waved frantically for help. Meanwhile, the killer smelled the smoke and advanced toward the room with his gun raised. Now, you watching this, do you think this man could escape the killer?